Hello and welcome. I am really delighted that you have joined us. So let me tell you why we're here. My mentor, Jim Rohn, taught me it is good to learn from your mistakes, but it is better to learn from other people's mistakes. And it is best to learn from other people's successes. Well, we can learn all those through the harrowing and heroic story of Billy. Meet Billy O'Keefe. Billy is in the real estate business in Las Vegas, Nevada. And ever since Billy got into real estate back in 1998, he's done pretty well. Billy is like us, an achiever. So Billy has always been a top sales agent in his office. But then, in 2008, when the market crashed, just like many others, Billy went down with it. Just the year prior, Billy had finally made the leap to step out on his own and open up his own brokerage. He put all his available cash into setting up that company. Now, cash is gone, and now with the market virtually gone as well, so was all his income. And because his financial net worth, non-liquid assets, was also tied to real estate investment properties, Billy was now completely bust. To top it all off, Billy also soon found himself divorced. Billy had 3 kids, ages 10, 8, and 5 at the time. And now he had to figure out how to carry 2 households on the little to no income. Billy, once at the top of his game, a hero in his community, now was struggling to simply feed his kids. Having to shop for your kids at the dollar store for lunch snacks and buying 10 cans of Chef Boyardee for $10 and boxes of ramen was extremely tough emotionally, said Billy. Especially since I have a background in exercise science and nutrition, he added. Billy had to borrow money from his parents just to keep the utilities on. And he made friends with the bank manager so that she would clear checks for him even when there was not enough money in the account to cover them, so that he could then pay his rent. The low point, Billy said, was when his power was finally shut off. He had to make up a story to his kids about why he was taking them to McDonald's after dinner because that was where they had light so they could do their homework. At home, he'd light candles. They'd all sleep together in one bed to try to keep each other warm. That was a defining moment, said Billy. I vowed right then I would never allow myself to get in this position again, where I can't even take care of my kids properly. Waking up one morning, Billy decided that being a divorced dad with 3 kids and not enough money to pay the rent or even keep the lights on was not how he wanted his kids to remember their childhood. A friend of Billy sent him an episode of Darren Daily. Billy started watching Darren Daily every morning. He said he liked, quote, the direct, no-nonsense advice and the constant challenge to face your deficiencies and deal with them head on, end quote. This is what got Billy back into the right frame of mind. He started to believe in himself again, and he saw the light at the end of the better future tunnel ahead of him. Then Billy got the call to adventure. Billy said, when the offer to join Insane Productivity came up, it sounded like a lot of money to me at the time. Money I didn't readily have. But at that point, I trusted Darren. I knew that this could help me. So I figured out how to come up with the money and decided to give it a try. So Billy reported that the program was noticeably impactful from the first module. He started implementing as many of the strategies each week as he could. He confessed he couldn't implement all of them, but he made a huge effort to transform his daily method of operation. That changed everything for Billy. Billy felt motivated and focused once again. He had a whole new head of steam. He was reinvigorated and passionate about his business once again for the first time in a long time, he said. With his new strategies applied to his work, he was now able to produce real results in less time, freeing him from the heavy mental and emotional chains that had been weighing him down for so long. Now, get this. Within 6 months of starting Insane Productivity, his business grew tremendously. He increased his sales volume by over 50%, which is massive in his industry, and his personal net commissions 37%. This catapulted Billy all the way to #1 agent in his company. And by the end of the first year, after completing Insane Productivity and gaining these new skills and new strategies, he was able to put a surplus of $100,000 towards his kids' college fund, savings, and retirement. Billy was back on top. Billy said, quote, I can directly attribute these exponential ROI, return on investments, to improvements that I've made since enrolling in Insane Productivity. End quote. There are now more than 35,000 members of Insane Productivity. It is now the most illustrious collection of extreme high achievers there are all over the world. This is the tribe of kick-butt associations you've been looking for. Insane Productivity has been recognized as the #1 self-mastery training program in the world. It should be. I mean, that's how it was packaged and put together anyway. As you've learned, I've been the central curator of the success media business for more than 25 years. Every success expert on the planet would send me their books, their trainings, and their programs in the hopes of getting profiled on one of my success television programs or in the pages of Success Magazine. I had to actually review and vet it all to decide what was legit and what was rubbish. 95% was rubbish, by the way, if you're wondering, and that is if I'm being generous here. But that visibility, mixed with also having constant, ongoing, and direct access to the most successful people in the world, as I profiled them on our TV shows or in our magazine, to learn firsthand the methods, the skills, and strategies that they use to achieve their extraordinary success in today's world, that allowed me to discover and then distill down the absolute best of the best from the very best of the best in the world to create now the world's best training curriculum on personal productivity and self-mastery. It is why I would tell you, and I don't say this lightly, this is really the only personal success training system you will ever need to buy. The best of everything else out there is all in it, with all the fat, fluff, and mumbo jumbo cut out of it. Having access to it gives you the ultimate shortcut. Hey, you get to basically skip 25 years of my work that I've gone through to collect all the treasury that's out there to pack it inside. You just get sort of handed the result, the recipe. Now all you need to do is to follow the recipe to be a gourmet achiever, one that will make you the envy of your friends, peers, and competitors. Now, if you stick with me here, I'm going to show you how to gain free open access to Insane Productivity for 30 days as a 2020 New Year gift. By the way, Insane Productivity is not just for business success. It can also help you achieve personal success. Billy's kids noticed a big change in their father. He was now not having to work every weekend, and they were taking a lot more vacations together. Quote, most of my inner drive now is to make sure that all of them have a comfortable life, said Billy, where they can go to college and feel good about what they're doing without having any worries. He added, it is not about expensive cars or luxury items at this point. It is about memories and having a high level of security. I do love my work and engaging with my clients, Billy continued. So I'm getting the best of both worlds with the improvements that I've made in the business and at home. Billy's eldest daughter graduated high school this past year, and Billy flew out to be there with her. He said, it is a great feeling knowing that I can help her and she can be comfortable and simply just enjoy her experience. Billy also got remarried this past fall. His kids were all there to celebrate with him. Life is good for Billy. One training program made the difference. The market, the economy, the presidency, policies, etc. None of that changed. Only Billy's mindset and the application of the new skills and the new strategies that he gained from Insane Productivity that he deployed into his business and daily method of operation, that's all that changed. Billy gained the two critical advantages: new skills for the new reality and new strategies applied to an old industry. And those advantages changed everything. Now, let's talk about you. Do you strive to be the best at what you do, to become recognized as a leader in your industry? Do you want the confidence and certainty knowing that you have all the tools you'll ever need to protect your family financially and provide all that they will ever need for their future? Hey, maybe even to spoil those who deserve it the most, and to be a resource to help friends and family and the causes that are important to you. I mean, let me tell you, it is a great feeling knowing that you could be that person, the one people can always rely on to come through, particularly when they need you the most. And maybe most importantly, do you desire to give your family what they want most from you? And it's TIME. I'm talking guilt-free, fully present, relaxed, off the grid time with them. You see, as a high achiever, here is when you can be fully present and relaxed at home. When you know that you are crushing it at the office, it makes your home life a lot more peaceful. Insane Productivity is a 12-module system that, skill for skill and strategy by strategy, gives you the training you need to develop extreme personal productivity and self-mastery. Look, success is not a result of what you know. Knowledge is not power. If it were, anyone with an internet connection would be a billionaire and would have six-pack abs. But they don't. The world's knowledge is but a Google search away, and it's obvious that knowledge accessed by itself is not the answer. There is a significant difference between knowledge and training, between ideas and step-by-step strategies, between theories and proven methods, and between knowing how to do something and having the right tools to get the job done. Do you understand that? You see, what Insane Productivity delivers for you is serious, hardcore, no fluff, no BS training. This isn't the stuff you can get on a YouTube, a TED Talk, a blog, a podcast, or even inside a book. This is specific step-by-step strategies, proven daily, weekly, and monthly work methodologies, those used by the most successful people in the world to produce their extraordinary results, and the specific tools that you'll need to win whatever challenge or goal or resolution you decide to take on, and whatever challenge happens to come your way on the road ahead. This is about skill development and execution strategies, exactly what you'll need to thrive in what's coming ahead. Now, more than 35,000 people from every walk of life, from all over the world, who started out where you are right now, have experienced insane results, insanely fast, because of the training that they received. Like Joe Hughes out in Wheeling, West Virginia. Population 27,000 out there. Joe said, Insane Productivity has given me the confidence to branch out in a whole new venture, which tripled my income this year. Diego Nicolas, who was a virtual assistant, now coaches others, said, I made 6 figures this year and went on more vacations and worked less. And this budding entrepreneur, Lindsay Shear, she reports, Insane Productivity tripled my business income and my confidence has skyrocketed. And then John here up in Ontario, Canada reported, I lost 32 pounds while generating almost $80,000 in new income during the program. Now, this is not a weight loss program, but I mean, hey, look at that. And then Anasua Bowden, who runs a consulting business, reported her results, sharing, my income and my clientele doubled in 1 month after starting the program. I would highly recommend this because it totally works. Those are the kind of results that you can expect too. I actually guarantee it, in fact. You can see my action guarantee, where I guarantee at least 3 times a return on your entry fee. This is the New Year deal that I want to make you. I know Insane Productivity can have a life-changing impact on your future, as it did for Billy. I know this. Billy knows this. And 35,000 other alumni of the program know this. But maybe you don't. I know at this point I'd be asking you to take our word for it. And I know that you've probably taken people on their word before, particularly people in the success training industry, only to find out later it wasn't what they promised. And that sucks. I know. It's happened to me too. It's maddening. So I know firsthand how that feels. And I don't want you to feel that you have to take any risk at all. You won't have to take our word for it even. I'm just going to give you free open access to Insane Productivity for 30 days so that you can just check it out firsthand. During that time, the first 4 modules will be released. If by only the first 4 modules of 12, you don't see how you will be able to at least 3 times the member entrance fee of the program, then you could just cancel your access and you won't be charged the installments at all. So all you have to do is just go to the registration page, and a $5 activation fee will get you 30 days free open access. You'll be sent your personal login credentials, which will then unlock your access to enter the Darren Hardy Training Vault. Inside the vault is where we will deposit the Insane Productivity modules. We will deposit 1 module per week over the next 4 weeks. If after only the first 4 modules you get it like Billy did, and you are loving it, and you want to own the full program for life, as I know and expect that you will, just keep going and you'll only pay $495 monthly for 4 installments, 1 per month over 4 months. I expect your experience to be like David Wortman's, who said, Insane Productivity has changed my life. The techniques that you've taught us to use in the first few sessions have helped me be more productive several times over and has completely changed my mindset about work. I have less stress, more confidence, and more productivity. This, by far, has been the best program I've ever been involved in. Can't wait to see what's still to come. You will then own lifetime access to the program and join the league of extraordinary high achievers that are the Insane Productivity alumni who have chosen to be the exception. Now, I need to ask something of you here. You see, what I'm doing here is putting me out on a limb with this. I'm the one that's taking the risk on you. This is kind of like serving you a chef-curated gourmet meal. And then after you've eaten it and digested it and passed it 30 days later, now I'm letting you decide at that time if you want to pay for it or not. If you don't intend to take the consumption of this program seriously, if you don't intend to actually dig in and engage with it, please don't do this. This is not for you. If you know now that you don't intend to continue with the program after the first 4 modules that I'm giving you open access to, please don't do this. This is not for you. This is a serious training for serious people seeking serious results to seriously kick butt in 2020. Let me pass on something my mentor said to me. This is excellent advice coming here, so be ready. Advice that I really needed to hear at the time, too. One year, I proudly wrote all my goals and presented my list of goals to Jim. He quickly looked it over and promptly said, "You can't achieve these goals, Darren." What? I guess that is not the inspiring response I was hoping to hear from him. He said, "These goals are above your head. The reason why you haven't been able to achieve these goals before is because they're out of your reach." Continuing, he said, "To reach these things that are on the high shelf in life, you have to stand on top of the books and seminars and workshops and training courses." He finished by saying, "You don't achieve goals, Darren. You grow into them." That was true for me. It was true for Billy. And it is also true for you. You have big goals for 2020, don't you? If you want to multiply your income, drastically improve your health or relationships, you have to grow into your goals. Right now, they're above your head. That's why you haven't achieved them up to this point. But we can help prop you up so that you can reach them. So here's what you need to do. Here's what Jim would say. Make sure that the investment in your personal development equals the size of your goals. If you have little goals, you only have to make a little investment. But if you have big goals, then you must make a big investment. Are you following me here? Here's the math to use. 10%. You might want to write this down. What is your financial goal for this year? Do you have that number in your head right now? Get it there. What's your financial goal for the year? Okay, now, what is 10% of that? For instance, let's just use round numbers. Let's say it's $100,000, if that's your goal. Then 10% is what? $10,000. 10%. That is the amount you should invest in your personal growth and training. That is the math that has powered my ascent since I was 18 years old. Think about this. How much is your health goal actually worth to you financially? How about your marriage or personal relationship goal? What is it worth to ensure the financial safety and security of your family in the coming year and beyond? If you could buy insurance that guaranteed the success of those goals, would it be worth $2,000 to you? If the answer is no, and it's okay if it is, but if it is no, do not activate access into Insane Productivity. This is just not for you. If you don't currently have the finances, which should actually make this more urgent for you, and you won't be doing anything to change that situation around for a month by the time that you're getting this open access, and you won't have 4 installments of $495 over the following 4 months, then please do not activate access. This is just not for you. This arrangement is to offer those serious about big growth in 2020, but want to take a firsthand look around to experience the program a little bit before actually making the investment. Does that make sense? I want to be clear about something here. Listen to me here, please. The objective here is that you'll become a full member of this illustrious alumni group. That's the whole point of offering you access to begin with. But that's not all. I really want to help you win big in 2020. So for those who activate a trial, I'm going to include an additional gift that I know that you'll need to support you all year long. The gift is $100,000. $100,000 is what a large financial organization paid me to develop and record this special audio training program titled The Habits of High Performers. The organization asked me to compile all the insights that I drew from world-class athletes, superstar entrepreneurs, and top business leaders, specifically though on their performance habits. It took me 6 months to go back through 30 years of personal journal notes, audio recordings, interview transcripts, and published articles. I then digested the very best practices from an array of super performers and put it into a step-by-step plan anyone can use to radically revolutionize your habits. As the adage goes, change your habits, change your life. You've heard that, right? The financial organization then sold the program throughout their client network for $995. Having this habits training alone will be a game changer for your 2020 year ahead. It's awesome. I wish I had those insights myself decades ago. If you've ever struggled to stick to a plan, to a new goal, to a resolution, to a promise of any kind, to your family, to your team, a promise to yourself, this is what will turn that around for you finally. The $995 Habits of High Performers program will be my gift to you once you activate your access to Insane Productivity. But I'm not done yet. At Success, I commissioned an extensive study into the belief system of success. You see, I was continually confounded on why people of great capability, of great commitment even, and of great intelligence continue to struggle and seem to repeatedly sabotage their success. They had all the tools to succeed, yet they didn't. Why? Have you ever wondered that yourself? It was a year-long study where I accessed the greatest minds in psychology, human development, and performance training to answer that very question. I then delivered the compiled findings of that study, which were shocking, by the way, live on stage in front of an audience of 10,000 people at a conference in Las Vegas, Nevada. The conference paid $35,000 for me to deliver that training, but you won't have to pay that. I'm going to include it as an additional gift to help support you in the year ahead. Now, why? Why would I do that? Because I know what you will need to break through. I want to equip you with all that it will take. I want you to know that I am your ally on this heroic journey, the one that you can count on all year long and beyond. Now, I want to add something here just for the deciders. I'm a person who honors quick decision makers and action takers. For those who already get it, and maybe they already know who I am and trust me and know that I would only put something out that is in fact world-class and know that I honor my word as my life. For those who commit to the installment plan right at the start, I'm going to add in a really big gift just for you. This is doing something beyond insane, in fact. We call it ludicrous. You see, my main mission in life is to positively influence influencers, those who deem themselves leaders. And candidly, look, we are all leaders, but only a few understand their responsibility. If you are responsible for other people at all, meaning if you lead a team at work or a family at home or a group at church or a sports team or even a peer or friend circle, you are in fact a leader. Your very existence is an example that either influences positively or negatively. We are all leading by example, whether we know it or not, or take responsibility for it or not. I hope you take seriously the role you play in the lives of other people. And as the leader you are, people are counting on you. You have their future and their greater potential on the line just by your example in their witness. You see, the Insane Productivity Program is about helping you become the best in the world at what you do. But to reach your big goals, accomplish your most important mission in life, you're going to have to learn how to lead and help others. You'll need to learn how to draw the best out of people, how to get extraordinary achievement from ordinary people. The Ludicrous Leadership Program will show you how to get those you lead at home or at the office passionately engaged in their work, intensely committed, consistently motivated, and operating at high performance together. The Ludicrous Leadership Program is 6 additional magnificent modules dispensing the best I've ever collected on how to drive a high-performance team. These are all the tools and systems that I use to lead my own team. I will bring you behind the curtain and show you exactly how I drive high performance and insane results leading others. So here's what we have. To give you the skills and the strategies you need to make your fortune in 2020. You ready? The entire award-winning Insane Productivity Training Curriculum with lifetime access. 25 years compressed into 12 high-octane training modules. The complete toolkit to set you up, support, and guide you through any job you have to do to achieve any goal that you want. And that is included. Then I am gifting all those who activate a trial the $1,000 audio program titled The Habits of High Performers. Your habits become your life, and this will definitely be a life changer. On top of that, I'm also adding in the Belief System of Success video training. And then for those committing to the installments right here at the start, the big additional gift. Although everybody else paid $1,000 for this, the leadership course on how to lead an insanely productive team called Ludicrous, for those that are enrolling now, you will get the Ludicrous Leadership Program for free. My gift. And even if you commit to the installments at the start, you still have my action guarantee, which guarantees the program makes you money if you do the work. Bottom line is, you have zero risk with either option. It is only when you want your first installment to start. Now at the beginning or 30 days from now. Do it now and you get the $1,000 Ludicrous Leadership Program added for free. Just promise me this. Do not leave here without something. I can't make it any easier for you to have what you need to be positioned, primed, and prepared to protect your family and your future for what's coming ahead. There are those who judge something before they've even tried it, and then there are those who are prepared to try something new so they can base their opinion on personal experience. At the very minimum, it's $5 to activate a 30-day, 4-module look at an award-winning training system that has profoundly impacted the lives of 35,000 plus high achievers all over the world. At least try it out. At least give yourself a shot at gaining what could be the lightning rod you've been looking for to change the trajectory of your 2020 ahead. Will you do that? Oh, I almost forgot. There is one more thing I want to do here. I'm often asked how to build a large social media presence and still stay focused and productive. I am constantly asked, how did I scale my social media platforms to millions of people more than once? I first did it at Success and then separately on my own personal profile, which reaches millions of people every single day. And get this, I spend less than 15 minutes a week on social media at most. Yeah, you heard that right. Less than 15 minutes a week to reach and influence millions of people every day. I am going to include a separate training bonus module where I walk you through exactly how to scale your social media platforms to millions of people and do it productively, meaning not costing you focus on your much more vital functions. There is a method. It took me a long time to figure it out, tweak it, and perfect it, but now it is foolproof. I will give you that formula and show you exactly how to do it. There has never been a greater time to be alive as a high achiever. It's never been easier, faster, and more possible to go from zero to superstar due to new technologies and innovations. But you have to be equipped with the new skills for this new reality and have the new strategies to apply to your old industry. Insane Productivity will equip you with both of those. Here is how our friend Billy would encourage you personally.
The return on investment is exponential. It's a no-brainer. I would definitely jump in, have faith. If you've been listening to Darren Hardy and his Darren Dailies, this is just an entire game changer with your business and your personal life and your career.
Now, the choice is yours. You are free to accept or dismiss your call to adventure. I've done what I can do. As the Chinese proverb goes, teachers, open the door, you enter by yourself. It will be up to you whether you step forward and answer the call, cross the threshold, and enter to become one of the few, the proud, the exception, an Insane Productivity alumni. I've done everything I can to make it as easy as possible for you. You can activate your full enrollment now and receive the additional Ludicrous Leadership Program, or you can start the 30-day open access with a $5 activation fee. You decide what works best for you. Just remember what my mentor told me. You have to grow into your goals. If you have goals, this is how you can grow into being worthy of achieving them. And remember, you will no longer be alone on your heroic journey. You will have me guiding you all along the way. You'll have my A-team supporting you all along the way. And you will have a tribe of badass high achievers from all over the world traveling with you and rooting you on all along the way. I think you will look back at this moment we're having right now and call this one of the most brilliant decisions you've ever made. The one that changed the way you think, the way you feel, and the way you perform forever. Step forward and join us now.